James Brown asks, is arranged marriage immoral if I can't get laid? Yes, absolutely. It's immoral. Figure out how to get laid. That is, figure out how to be worth getting laid. The problem is you. So work on it. Work on who you are, what you are. Work on your self-esteem. Work on your approach to women. If you have to get laid, I think going to a prostitute is better than an arranged marriage, because an arranged marriage, you're basically enslaving yourself and this woman into a long-term relationship. It's basically prostitution over a long period of time. And that's much worse than just going to a prostitute and getting laid. So no, arranged marriages are terrible. I can't think of anything positive about them. And it's not, you don't get married in order to get laid. Right? You don't get married in order to get laid. You're reversing cause and effect.
Unfortunately,
and then you get married, right? You don't marry somebody without having sex with them beforehand. I think that's immoral. And you shouldn't let sex drive your decision making about these things. Sex is important. You want to find somebody to have sex with, but for that you have to establish your own value and find somebody who you value. You have to have some value in common to have meaningful sex with somebody. And that takes work, and you have to commit yourself to that work. And that primarily the work that takes is on yourself. Become a man who's worthy of a woman having sex with, and not a prostitute, and not a woman who would agree to an arranged marriage. You don't want to have sex with a woman like that. Sorry to all the women out there who are involved in arranged marriages. Any woman with self-esteem would run away from a deal like that, like many have. Ayaan Hirsi Ali, is a good example of one such woman.
How does objectivism differ from the philosophies that many of us have been exposed to in our youths? Philosophies based upon religions, theologians, dogmatists.
The very first difference. Objectivism tells you that it is not right, it is not proper to men to take anything on faith. Religion is a matter of faith. You accept a religion emotionally or because you were born to it. You have not chosen it rationally. What objectivism will tell you is that reason, man's reason, is his basic means of survival. That is the most important faculty which he has, and he has to guide his life and make his choices by means of his rational faculty. He has to make his own choices, but he has to know how to make them. It is immoral for him to act on his emotions, to be guided by the whim of the moment. That objectivism holds as very wrong, very immoral. And morality, in fact, consists of following your reason to the best of your ability. So that rationality is the basic virtue from which all the others proceed.
Using the super chat, and I noticed yesterday when I appealed for support for the show, many of you stepped forward and actually supported the show for the first time. So I'll do it again. Maybe we'll get some more today. If you like what you're hearing, if you appreciate what I'm doing, then I appreciate your support. Those of you who don't yet support the show, please take this opportunity. Go to yaronbrookshow.com/support or go to subscribestar.com, Yaron Brook Show, and make a kind of a monthly contribution to keep this going. I'm not sure when the next